Today we're doing something a little bit different. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend. And like I said in the intro, today I figured we'd switch things up. You see, my weekend videos normally don't get that many views anyway, so I figured I would take advantage of that and do something different. So Sundays are becoming the Sunday sessions again, which I really enjoy, which is just me jamming. But I figured today we would do kind of a behind the scenes for the upcoming live show involving the lighting. You see right now it's basically like day zero for the show in terms of the theatrical production. So the lighting and the like the videos and stuff like that, the intro and all that. The music's pretty much done. Everything's ready to go. We just have to work on the kind of the fun parts of the show now. So right now I'm sitting at my living room bar that Lady Freebeat and I just finished, as well as our new computer that we built for the living room. And I figured I'd show you guys how I'm going to start working on the light show. So I've got a couple different components here, including the power to the light. So I'm going to attempt to plug that in somewhere down there. Yeah, this is how all the light shows begin, with just me basically plugging away at it. Whoop, it's upside down, that's okay. This is just one of the U-King par lights that we have. We've got 4 of these and then a whole bunch of other Chauvet lights, but I like to get everything working on one light first before I move on to the rest of them. And usually I wait until Oliver's around as well. You know, we can work on the light show together because that's kind of his deal. But right now him and his wife are on vacation this weekend. So yeah, it's just me today. So I figured I would go ahead and get everything going. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the DMX USB Pro box by Entech. They actually sent this out to me for the first show, which was super, super cool of them. This is a 3-pin to 5-pin DMX converter, which we need. This box here allows the computer to talk to the DMX light. So we're gonna plug that in. This is probably gonna be a pretty clunky video, so I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, I just wanted to change it up and give you something other than the hands at the desk, since so many of you seem to make jokes about that. That's okay. Yeah, so there we go. We've got that. It's ugly, but it'll work. I've got a power switch for the computer up on the desk here, and it's got a couple USB ports, so that'll work just fine. Now we're going to take our DMX cable here, and we are going to plug this in right there, and the back of this will go into the in of the light. Whoops. Okay, and as you can see, this light is labeled number 1. We have all the DMX values assigned to them and saved. There we go. We're actually going to be adding a few more lights to this show as well, so that's why I wanted to get a head start on getting everything set and ready to go, so we can just add those new lights when the time comes. Rehearsals officially start next weekend, so looking forward to that. Alright, there we go. As far as I can tell, that's plugged into the computer. Now we need to do our controller, which in this case is the Novation Launchpad Mini Mark III, which is actually a wonderful DMX controller. This is what I use for all of the live shows, or the home shows I should say, which works out pretty well. And it's also what we use when we program the shows for the garage as well. So now we're going to go into QLC Plus, which is the lighting software that we use. Lady Freebeat and I are big Disney fans, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, here we are in QLC Plus, this is free lighting software, which is just phenomenal. We're going to go to template, I believe. Yeah, so this is our default template for lighting. So we've got a whole bunch of scenes set up there, including such classics as Ahsoka Tano Orange and Multi-Bear Plasma. Oliver named all these. So yeah, we can see we've got under fixtures and functions here, we've got the 4 pars set up and ready to go. This is the default template that we always start with. So now if I go down to inputs and outputs, I can see here, looks like MIDI in is coming from, trying to get that glare off the camera, sorry. MIDI in is the Launchpad Mini Mark III. And our output here is the DMX USB Pro. So in theory, if I go back to Virtual Console and click the play button there, in theory I can hit one of these buttons in drums mode here. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, nice, we are set up. So we have it set up on the launch pad here. Each quadrant in drum mode corresponds to, so there's like our first quadrant and the second one. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty effective little setup, but it works quite well. So now from here, like we can say this one is picture fades. There you go. And all I'm doing there is just cycling through different setups here. And we can toggle certain stuff on or off if I can figure out where I am on the pad. There we go. Tomato, is that one? Yeah. So initially it starts off very simple like this, and then we also have like a tap tempo function over here, which I believe is mapped to this button. Yeah. So as I tap that, if it'll focus, you can see the milliseconds change. So when we do the home shows, I can actually set the tempo of the light. So when we turn on like a big chase, like this one, you can see I can change the tempo. And the reason it's not going crazy fast is because it should be working with other lights right now, but I don't have them set up. So yeah, this is probably a terrible video, but I just wanted to do something different and give you guys a little behind the scenes and a little peek at yeah, life away from the freebeat desk, I suppose you could say. So then what we'll do is we'll go into functions here, and we will pull up like a matrix or a new scene. And you can see there are all of the matrices, which are matrices, which are basically the building blocks of the light show. And we go down through those, like here, let's open up Chase It. You can see we've got like our timing for all of our chases here and everything. And we basically go down and program it song by song. And the list winds up being like huge because, I mean, you know, I think one song last time had up to 130 cues in it, something like that. So it's crazy. And of course, we'll have many more fixtures added. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys kind of a behind the scenes to the building blocks of the light show and all the work that goes into making the Freebeat Live stuff happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on it. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.